take care of my kids. I ain't never had nobody do nothing for me. Okay, but you told me you was going to give me back my money. I got some things to do. I got my bills to pay. My mom, she was physically and mentally abusive toward me and set up the energy for that to be in my cards. But the thing is, if they never came and found me, or you know, made my mother come get me, I probably wouldn't be alive today. I was thinking about my mom, and I was thinking about how I never really come out and say it. You know, I never really just say what it is, because so early on I dealt with abuse. And it's mental abuse when you're a child and you wishing that you had a different mom. I used to always be dreaming and fantasizing that somebody's coming to rescue me from my mom. Until the realization, you know, hit me that ain't nobody coming. My mom kind of like set my cards and my energy for, you know, abusiveness, to have to deal with abusive people. I feel like almost every single man that I have been involved with was abusive in some type of way. Even if they wasn't physically abusive, they were mentally abusive. Mentally abusive can be worse or just as worse as the physical, I'm telling you. I went from my mom to my daughter. So my mom directly abused me as a child, and as I got older, she indirectly mentally abused me, and I'll explain that. I'll elaborate on the mental abuse as I go on. With my daughter, she's always kind of been mean to me. You know, even as a child, she was mean to me, but I just thought it was just a part of her personality. I didn't really take it personal until, you know, recently I've she told me the truth of how she really felt about me all these years. My mom has her own life, and I'm not included, and I accepted that. Whatever my situation was, whatever your situation is, no longer signing that contract and allowing people to mentally abuse you. And what happens is that now you're breaking that constant generational curse, traditional curse that is happening to you.
Starting all over again.
Hey,
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
On us, but we're gonna make it.
Hey.
Starting all over again. It's gonna be rough on us, but we're gonna make it.
You're hot. They look good. Good morning. It's gonna be an awesome day. Yeah. Nadine made me some breakfast. We get ready to leave out this morning. We got an appointment. I got up early. I just got to finish editing the lip gloss Braiding blow pop video. It's good, Nadine. It's delicious. Right? I heard like you got ground gumbo up in there. By Morning Star. Bacon by Morning Star. I got the AC on. I'm cold. But I think it's muggy outside because we keep turning the AC on and on. I don't know how we're going to save on electric bill. We've been unplugging everything. Freaking electric bill went up $10 more. It's crazy. Okay, yesterday we called the phone company, checked on the light bill, paid some credit cards, paid some other bills. And other than that, y'all said it was freaking long. And then I suffered with my shoulder, my neck. I actually think it's the wig. I think it's too heavy for me or something. Like, even though it's light, when I wear my natural hair, once I put on the neck, once I put on the wig, I'm literally, it feels so heavy, like you have to build yourself up to wear it again. Okay, I'm gonna finish up my food, look for my mask, and head to the car. See you in a little bit. %. Oh my God. Good morning, Spirit of Lights. Hey. I know I said good morning this morning, right? Well, hello. Oh. Okay, so Whole Foods got curbside. Isn't that nice? I was telling Nadine she should make sure, like, check out every place that got curbside, you know. But I think what's happening is, like, sometimes you go to order something, you can't get it through curbside. Have, like, a limited menu. I grabbed my Pringles this morning. I was telling Nadine, I don't understand why it look like my Pringles are gone. She said, well, I ain't had none. Dad, I wonder if I ate them while I was asleep. Lightly salted. It's gonna rain again today. The sun is barely out. I'm taking every day, day by day. I ain't in no rush for nothing. Just waiting patiently for when I'm dealing with this is at minimal risk. A lady just walked past me. Yeah, she got green hair. She dyed her own hair green. She already ready for Halloween. And she might just dye it green. So she like it green. I saw a guy at Walmart. All his hair was shaved on one side, all coming to the front on one side. Hot pink. It was cute too. And he just kept on flipping it, walking. I was like, yeah, walk that wrong way. He was loading groceries for curbside for Walmart. I don't know how my day gonna be. I started to sleep better in the late hour morning, but my shoulder, my neck, my back were so tense. I was so tense. I'm glad some of that pain is gone, but I'm still stiff. But I think I'm gonna wait on the chiropractor. I think I'm in too much pain, and they're gonna put me in more pain getting it out. But Nadine's going again today. She feel like she ain't gotta go again because she feel good. I said, yeah, muscle memory. You feel good right now. But the muscles always remember. There you go back. Retract. And same way, you lose a lot of weight. And then next thing you know, you right back fat. Oh, God. Anything tomorrow? You gonna get on the treadmill today? I ain't answer. I can't hear. No. In my head. Maybe tomorrow. My life is already limited. I don't feel like spending a second on the freaking treadmill. Man, I wish I had me icing. Only reason why I went because I saw a Mexican man come out the store. They got a pretty red icy. We're gonna head back to the house, drop these groceries off, and then we're gonna hit the road. My daughter was asking me about some marks on my arm. I don't know if I can pull my arm down and show you. I don't know. You probably can't see it. I have no clue if you can see it or not. But it's one right there. And then there's another one right here. My daughter was asking me about, she's like, Mom, when you bruise yourself? I said, I ain't bruised myself. She said, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. She said, look like you got bruises on you. I said, them from when I was a kid. She said, when you was a kid? I said, yep, Mom, she burnt me. She sure did. And I ain't gonna get into that, but I was telling my daughter, when I think about my life, when I was born, I had to deal with some stuff. And the person that I had to deal with probably was dealing with some stuff. Probably shouldn't have been a mother at the time. And I don't even think they wanted to be a mother. That's why they left me. That's exactly why they left me. But they were made to go back and get me. You know. But the thing is, if they never came and found me, or made my mother come get me, I probably wouldn't be alive today, and I probably wouldn't be in so much pain all the time physically. But I was thinking about my mom, and I was thinking about how I never really come out and say it. I never really just say what it is, but I feel like because so early on I dealt with abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. And it's mental abuse when you're a child and you wishing that you had a different mom, or that somebody come save you. I used to always be dreaming and fantasizing that somebody's coming to rescue me from my mom. Until the realization, hit me that ain't nobody coming. And nobody's coming. Like, my father used to, pick me up. And that was, literally the best times of my life when he would pick me up. I felt safe. I felt free. I felt happy. Even though I loved my mom, don't get me wrong, I loved the ground my mom walked on, even as a little girl, but it was nice to not have to be the responsible one for my sisters and them, because I was the oldest and I was a baby. So, my father come pick me up, I was, young. He picked me up from the time I was a baby. I remember picking me all the way up to, literally till my grandmother passed, which was, in my very, very young girl age. And I was telling my daughter, my mom kind of like set my cards and my energy for, you know, abusiveness, to have to deal with abusive people, you know. And, you know, it just, I don't know. Like one minute my mom have you laughing and you're just so happy she's cooking and you think it's going to be like fun times, and then the next minute, you know, you're scared to death. That's how it was throughout a lot of the relationships that I was in. And you know, and I'm going to be honest, I feel like almost every single man that I have been involved with was abusive in some type of way. Even if they wasn't physically abusive, they were mentally abusive. I'm not going to get into that today either. But a woman that has been mentally abused knows exactly what I'm talking about. And sometimes, like when a person is mentally abusing you and then turn around and they're so sweet and saying all these nice things, and, you know, y'all making out, or they taking you nice places and they complimenting you, and you thinking like, well, maybe you just overreacted or it was just all in your head, until they mentally abuse you again. And for me, oh my God. And mentally abusive can be worse or just as worse as the physical. I'm telling you. It can be worse to just as worse. I'm telling you. It really can be. It can really put a toll on you. But my mom, she was physically and mentally abusive toward me and set up the energy for that to be in my cards. And I had to get to the point where I could recognize a person that is starting to be mentally abusive towards me. And I'm skipping right now from the men, like, to my daughter. My daughter was my oldest daughter, mentally abusive to me for years, but I kind of like just put it on the back burner because I just wanted to fix, or just wanted to be a better mom, or just wanted to be where, you know, whatever could be wrong, maybe I can fix it, or I just wanted us to have a loving mom-daughter relationship, because it was so crazy, because as long as she was around me, we was like the besties, the besties. And then when she wasn't around me, you know, she treated me so badly, and other people just thought that we had, like, she basically explained to them that, you know, she didn't have no love for me. The better word is hated. And then in my face, she loved me so much. You know, I would tell you like that. I'm telling you how bad it is. She would tell people that I was dead, or I ain't had no mother, you know, or she didn't have a mother, you know. But then in my face, oh, Mom, I love you so much. I love you, you know. And that was an act. That's what kept me hanging on, because my daughter would do terrible things. And I would forgive her over and over again. And I would always ask her, like, you know, if I did anything, forgive me. You know, and she would always say, no, Mom, you didn't do anything. No, you just basically like perfect, you know, like, but, you know, at the time when she used to say, like, I don't do anything wrong, or I'm like perfect, or, you know, whatever, I thought she meant it, but she was just being sarcastic, basically. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was just being sarcastic, and I didn't pick it up. She would be so nice to me, to the point where she would buy me gifts and do nice things for me. And then when she started being mentally abusive towards me, I was finding, I don't even know if the word is excuses, or just trying to cope or find a way to understand why she had that behavior. And because of the being so nice to me, and then being so, it's like I was stuck in the middle of limbo, like where she do like this to me with her claws, like literally scratch my eyes out, stab me in my back, kick me, throw me off a cliff. I would still be at the bottom of the cliff, broken up, saying, but my daughter loved me. My daughter loved me. So I know I'm probably not explaining it correctly, but you know, it's mentally abusive can be worse too. Okay, so Nadine's here, so this subject is over. But yeah. for a second? Just a second, because Nadine's going to release a video and she's taking the groceries in the house, but I want to just continue on what I was saying. And basically, and when I talk about going back to when I say my mom set me up for abuse to happen throughout my life, as I got older, when I was a kid, she directly abused me, but as I got older, it was indirectly. And even though, and when I say indirectly, it's like, I give you an example. Whenever I needed to come visit her, I would be in a situation where I'm calling everybody, begging them for her address. And then I would be out there for hours. And then when I say, okay, you know what, forget it, I'm just going to go back home. And after traveling all night or all day from Virginia to New Jersey or North Carolina to New Jersey, you know, and then they'll call me back and say, okay, mommy said this is where she at. And then when I see her, it just seemed like she loved me so much, and this is going to be so great. This time is going to be it. This time we're going to be close. Right after that, it's no calls, no wish you well, no happy birthday, no Mother's Day, no Merry Christmas, how your kids doing. Just, you know, basically when she do call, it could be once a year or twice a year, and it'll be for money. And if you don't give it to her, you basically going to get cursed out. And I think over the years, because I know she is my mom, I kind of put it on the back burner. I put everything, like every time like I was back in contact with her, well, what happened before was in the past. So it's in the past, so I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to worry about it now. I'm just going to start fresh from here. And I kept doing that. And that allowed her to indirectly, you know, abuse me. Like, for instance, when I was going through a major surgery, I was really afraid. And I thought that, not thought, but the doctor prepared me that I may not come out of it. So make sure that my kids are all right. So I called everybody, called my sisters, all of them, even the ones that said, and you ain't never called us, they lying. I called them and told them what was going to happen, and they were supposed to, like, you know, see me off, like call me and just wish me well during that time, let me know they're going to be there for my children if something was to happen for me. My mom played a big part in my family making a decision not to be my comfort, my source, have my back. You know, so she didn't call me. Mom didn't call me. My sisters didn't call me. Nobody called me. And I'm not surprised my mom didn't call me, but in a way surprised, because she knew I was going through a major surgery. But she had borrowed some money not too far from that time. And she asked me, told me that she wanted to get my sister car fixed. And then my sister car was being repoed, so I gave my sister a big chunk of money and gave my mom a big chunk of money to help her get, you know, help my sister. And then she told me I was going to get my money back the next day. I don't know why I believe her. I think she said the next day because in my mind she knew I would be like, okay, well, if I ain't got to wait 2-3 days, she talking about the next day, I'm going to get my money back the next day. And when the next day came, and she told me she had to have the money. And that's how she got me. Because she said, like, she wasn't giving me no time to think about it, or no time to, you know, realize, like, look, you can't send that money because, you know, da-da-da-da. This is what happened before. She told me she needed right then and there because, you know, my sister was losing her car. And I'm thinking, like, I got to send this money. My mom going to send it back to me the next day. And then when the next day came, she didn't answer the phone. 3 days later, I finally get in touch with her. And basically, she cursed me out. And I didn't get the money. And I felt horrible. I was sad. I felt hurt. I didn't feel like a fool. I felt hurt because I had to pay rent. And I had no way of getting the rent or knowing where the rent was going to come from. And my mom put me in a position knowing that my situation, my circumstances in life, and she didn't care. I'm all the way in Texas with just my kids, nobody, and she did that to me. I called my sister going, I gotta take care of my kids. I ain't never had nobody do nothing for me. And I'm like, okay, but you told me you was going to give me back my money as soon as you got paid. I got some effing things to do. I got my bills to pay. You know, I'm like screaming and howling at me, cursing me out. So I didn't get back my money from my sister either. So it's just a bad situation. And I'm going to tell you, I sent like $800 off. Pure fool. I sent my mother 5 and my sister 3. And I just knew that I was going to get it back, like they said. You know, I was the only one that could help them at the time. So, you know, that's what they said. So anyway, going past that, the point is, it's always something that my mom has indirectly abused me, talking about me to people, talking about me to my family. Yeah, I go visit her, and you know, and thinking that there's going to be a new start, and then I contact her, and she's basically show me or let me know, I hear through other people that basically I'm not her daughter. You know, she don't care about me. And then one time I contact her on Facebook, you know, messaging, leaving comments all down her pictures and telling how beautiful she is. Hey mom, I called my sister for like 2-3 weeks, telling my sister, tell mommy to call me. And I'm thinking, like, my sister didn't give my mother the message. I believe she did give her the message, because finally my mother put up a picture and said she's hanging out with her real daughters. And I'm looking at all my sisters, and I'm not there. And I'm still contacting her every day. And I'm like, okay, let me not contact her anymore on Facebook anymore. Let me just leave that alone. Okay. Yeah. And I haven't told anyone this, but I'm going to tell y'all this. I recently unfollowed every single family member that has not been in my life at all in the last year and a half, 2 years, have not called me. I have waited years. I remember I called my cousin over and over and over again. And that was like 6-7 years ago. And she never returned my call. You know, it's just like, just waiting for someone just to say hi, you know, like a cousin, or uncle, almost a sister, something like a brother, you know, constantly. You know, I got tired of just clicking on my Facebook, think somebody's going to say, hey, how you doing? And, you know, and I'm all like, and then I'm all smiles like, yes. And no, I got tired of waiting, so I just went ahead and unfollowed every single person. I went from having 3,600 people on my Facebook to 0. Nobody's there on my Facebook, on my personal Facebook. Personal Facebook, not my Spirit Payton. I still have 5,000 friends and followers on my Spirit Payton, and 265,000 on my page with Facebook. So my ASMRTheChew page. So, you know, anyway, I'll talk to y'all again someone a little bit.
Spirit in the light. Before I close my eyes, beautiful, timeless life. Imagine you touch me, send tingles down my spine. You help me feel alive.
Okay, so let me finish where our second stop. Went home, released the video, and now while Nadine's taking care of what she's taking care of, let me finish saying what I was saying. So, jumping from what I was last saying about my mom, I went from my mom to my daughter. So my mom directly abused me as a child, and as I got older, she indirectly mentally abused me, and I'll explain that. I'll elaborate on the mental abuse as I go on, if I can. With my daughter, like I explained to you, she she's always kind of been mean to me. You know, even as a child, she was mean to me, but I just thought it was just a part of her personality. I didn't really take it personal until, recently I not realized, she told me the truth of how she really felt about me all these years. So I went from my daughter directly abusing me, which is, lying, stealing, trying to get me in trouble maliciously, and then went to indirectly abusing me, where we'll come around, and then when she's not around anymore, I'm dealing with the sadness, trying to understand what went wrong, what happened, not knowing that she was causing and inflicting pain on me on purpose, and causing confusion so that I'll never ever feel at peace with me and her relationship. So that's an indirect mentally abuse. Okay, so I ain't no good. They didn't get ready to go get me a cupcake. I'm so excited about it. I told her to give me anything with cream cheese on it, topping, filling, anything. Give me yellow, chocolate, pink, whatever. I don't care. But anyway, basically, mental abuse is just as worse as physical abuse, like I said. And mental abuse it's got so many different categories. Lying, constantly lying to you, manipulation, putting you down, being nice to you just so they can be mean to you all over again, constantly making you feel insecure. Mental abuse is powerful, and it can really take a toll on you over a long period of time. And it don't just come from like me as a woman dealing with a man. It come from, you be dealing with siblings, because I've been mental abused I have a sibling that hates my guts. Now probably siblings. It could be a mom, it could be a dad. My dad, I kind of felt like he didn't physically abuse me, but mentally I patronized him and just always put him on a pedestal, even as I grew up, and he didn't take responsibility. Like, he knew I was being abused, and he also, like dealing with my mom, and then he also wasn't there for me as a young girl, young teenager. He never stepped up to the plate to make sure that I was safe, that I was secure, and that I had, someone to rely on, or someone to look up to or believe in. So, a lot of times we don't want to come out and say exactly what it is. Abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse is abuse. And a lot of times, because we kind of like just put it behind our eyes and act like it's not there, the abuse energy is in our atmosphere. And you find yourself constantly being abused. It could be by friends, a best friend. The abuse happens at work. It could be a bank. It could be a co-worker. It could be a manager. It could be a boss. It could be a stranger. Mental abuse happens all the time. But what I want to say to you today is, don't sign that contract. And what I mean is, like for myself, my mom can't abuse me if I don't allow her to abuse me. For instance, I'm constantly trying to be a part of her life, trying to be a part of the family. And now that I'm no longer signing that contract with trying to be in her life and trying to find a way to fit in, I don't sign over my power to her, where she makes me feel not valid, makes me feel not important, makes me feel left out. Now I don't have it in me, or I don't have that feeling of I want to be a part of something anymore. I want to be a part of her life. She needs to be a part of me because I'm her daughter. She's my mom. Why? Sometimes you just have to accept things the way they are, and you can't always fix people or fix the situation. You could come around, like for instance, I could come around to forgiveness and come around to justification, for what people do. But doesn't mean that that person is going to compromise or come around and work with you the same way you're willing to work with them. But what you can do for yourself is say, you know what? I'm not going to sign this contract. I'm not going to allow you or give you permission to mentally abuse me anymore. For example, I don't travel all night long, drive all night long to New Jersey just for what? To just give away my money, give away my time, give away my love, and literally get nothing back. Not even a receipt. Nothing back, okay? So, you know, I don't sit and wait and see if one day my mom's gonna call me and say, hey, I love you. Hey, how are the kids? Oh my God, you got grandkids. I don't wait on that anymore. My mom has her own life and I'm not included, and I accepted that. Same way with my siblings, same way with friends or so-called used to be friends or co-workers, whatever my situation was, whatever your situation is, no longer signing that contract and allowing people to mentally abuse you. And what happens is that now you're breaking that constant generational curse, traditional curse that is happening to you, and you can't figure out why the same people keep coming in my life, but it's different bodies and different looks and different forms, but it's the same situation. So now that you start to recognize, even like in your current life, whatever you're dealing with, whoever you meet, you start recognizing when someone is trying to commit mental or physical abuse from you, and you stop it at the door. And what the universe do is start to send that type of energy another way, and that way it don't inhabit your orbit, your universe, and you have that energy floating around you. And now the next person you meet is you're going to be the same people you've been meeting all the time or dealing with, or is going to portray that mental abuse on you, and you're going to start to feel sad, depressed, and walking on eggshells, or just trying to figure out how you can make something better when you didn't do anything at all. A lot of times you don't do anything, and a person feeds off the negative energy of you feeling low. So with that said, I hope that if you are watching and if this was meant for you, you get what I was saying. And if it wasn't meant for you, I hope that you still enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments at the bottom below, even if they're not for me, but for someone else to have good tips or take advice, or just know your situation so that they, you know, can recognize when they're dealing with mental abuse so they can stop it. Stop it at the freaking door. Yes. I'm cracking up laughing. I told Nadine to go in there and get me one freaking cupcake. Child, she came out with 10. I told her to take them daggone cupcakes back. It took us forever to eat her birthday cupcakes. And then she said, well, Ma, I couldn't figure out which ones to get. She said they had red velvet, carrot, what else? Chocolate. Cookie and cream. Child, she done brought up the whole freaking cupcake place. What the freak I'm gonna do with all them donuts? Oh my God. Cupcakes. When I say donut, what am I gonna do with all them cupcakes? What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Why is In-N-Out packed like this? How long am I gonna be in line? What in the world? Oh shoot, I ain't gonna be able to get nothing. Okay, so Nadine's looking at the menu before we get in this line, because once we get in, there's no way out. No way out. There's no pulling out like anything. And the line is like, I'm out the street. I'm still out in the freaking road. I haven't even, like, I'm turning into the, I haven't even hit the pavement of the parking lot yet. But I hope they got a veggie burger. That's what I'm hoping on. That they got something that vegetarians or pescatarians can eat. Now, it is a burger joint. You know, that's what I believe. In-N-Out. So, oh, good. Somebody's right there. You see the man? He's under the umbrella taking people order. So maybe we'll be able to pull out.
There's nothing there for us.
It's nothing?
It's burger.
Just a burger? The only thing we'll be able to get is fries. What's in that cup? The drink? Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm so... Okay, this is my chance to pull out because Nadine checked the menu and there's nothing there for us. I mean, there's fries, but I yes, can I please have 2 Impossible Whoppers? You want fries?
Just a burger or the meal?
Yeah. Do the meal come with a drink? No?
Do the meal?
Okay. The meal is just the fries, right?
No, the meal is the fries and drink.
Do you want a drink? No. Okay. No, let me just get 2 Impossible Whoppers and 2 medium fries.
And 2 medium fries. Anything else?
Let's see. No, that...
That's it?
Do you want anything on yours?
No, that's all.
Yeah, that'd be it. Thank you. Wait a minute. On the second Impossible Whopper, if it comes with tomatoes, take them off.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
And they say in the window.
I think you put no tomatoes on both.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's hot. Okay, I ordered 2 Impossible Whoppers, $18. I started to change my mind, started putting my fries back, because I'm still trying to figure out 2 medium fries, 2 Impossible Whoppers. He said for Impossible Whoppers, $5.49 each. So I'm going to say 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. $7? So that means that each fry is like $3.50 or $4. Should I tell him to put one of the fries back? And then he charged me 27 cents for the honey mustard. Thank you.
Pretty impressive.
What's impressive?
That camera.
Oh, thank you. Have a good day. That looks so good. That one right there. Hello, Spirit. Much love to you. Aw. So pretty. Isn't that pretty? Watching Spirit while having my lunch at work. I know that's right. That look good. I guess me and Nadine will be wiping down food tonight. I love Whole Foods, don't you?
Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.